Hello, everyone. Jose J. Garcia with Garcia Home University here, bringing you another video. I just realized I don't have my logo on top. Nowhere. It's no picture back here, no old double wide. So, okay, that's okay. You know where to find me. J at GarciaMHU.com, GarciaMHU.com, the website. So, this video is on understanding all your exit strategies for mobile homes. A lot of investors come to me and they tell me this and how they're going to do that and how they're going to invest how much money and what they're thinking on this. And immediately I got to ask, what is the market numbers in this area or on that area or where are you at? Crickets. Still shocks me. Still shocks me every time that people invest or want to invest in an area or want to invest in a mobile home. I mean, for that matter, in a piece of material or product, and you don't understand the numbers. Let's talk about exit strategies real quick, and then we'll touch bases on a little bit on that. So, okay. And the reason I say that is because you have a lot of big strategies, much like with real estate, much with any investment, but it does not mean that you can do them all in certain cities, certain counties, certain locations. And that's why you have to know your numbers. You cannot just do a rental in certain areas and be profitable. Okay. Let me right away make an example of that. Okay. I'm in Georgia, so I'll use, cities in Georgia, but Columbus, Georgia, and I'm not bad down talking it, but Columbus, Georgia, lot rents are typically anywhere from $395. Listen now, $395 to $425 is what I understand now. Okay. Now a lot of you may say, well, that's not too bad. No, it isn't too bad if it was somewhere else. But in the same area, the rental, because that was the lot rent, the rental rate is around 500. Could you imagine if you come to this area and you're paying 425 for lot rent and you're collecting a total of 500? 90% of your money is going to lot rent. Now imagine the same rental quotations if that's what you're doing. You have a leak in the home, something breaks. There's no profits to be made. So there's nothing wrong with Columbus, but it would not be an area for you to do a rental. So you have to understand your exit strategies. Where can you use them? Okay. I like to invest in cities, counties, areas where I have 2 to 3 exit strategies I can use. It's fine from time to time if all you can use is one. But again, the one thing to keep in mind is if you invested in one mobile home, regardless of what you were thinking on doing it, if you had to keep it for whatever reason, if you had to keep it, could you afford to keep it and do something with it? That's a big question, and only you can answer that because you have to understand the numbers in these markets. But let me go down the list. All right, well, you can wholesale mobile homes, especially for those of you starting out. Now, that's not something you leave behind. You always use wholesale. Um, and that's basically more so because you have to have no money. I like to use other people's money personally, but even now, but wholesaling, you have that. You have original traditional flipping, which is basically more so than just coming in and buying something, slight fixing it up, and then flip it. Double wholesale, to me, I call it flipping. No, you did nothing to the property, but if you actually paid for it, you actually had documents to it. It was your home for whatever that length of time, a minute, an hour, a day, and then you turn around and you sold it to your buyer, which you should have had already lined up. Still a flip. So double wholesale, flip, call it whatever you want. Wholesale and flip, rehabbing and rent or sell. So this would be more so coming in. If you rehab a mobile home, will you flat out just sell it, or will you turn it into a rental, or you're going to become a landlord? See, all these are exit strategies. It's something to think about. Maybe do a rent to own with option to buy. Yeah, I don't know. There's ways there. Okay. You could provide financing if you do want to sell. And a lot of people don't care for that as they first say, but then they decide they kind of have to, or they decide that they want to, and there's more to be charged, etc. The way I see it is this way. Okay. We are providing affordability living. So more times than not, it is hard to think that, let's say the mobile home behind me here, I'm selling it for 20,000 cash. How many people who are going to live in a mobile home have 20,000 cash? I'm not saying they don't. There's people who do, and there's people who pay it. Some of my student investors have collected 25, 30,000. So good for them. I have not. Um, but for things like this is where it opens that it offers that option to yourself and to you to them. Okay, you don't have 20,000 to give me up front. That's fine. Can you at least come up with half of that, maybe 10,000? And then y'all bear with me. Alexa, stop. I got a timer going. I got a meeting coming up. Well, I got a coaching here in about 20 minutes. So sorry about that. Um, so you would take that 10,000 and then you can create a note, for instance. Financing should not really be something that you say, I want to do financing. I mean, you can if you want, but that really is more of a second option to somebody who does not have all funds up front. That's just an exit strategy and it adds to, right? So that would be another one. Creating notes. And I mean, you can even buy notes. Maybe you don't want to invest in a mobile home, period. There's people out there who will invest and rehab the mobile home. They sell it, they create a note, and then they sell the note. You can come by and buy those producing notes if you want. Sell them again. The options. You see what I'm saying? And then moving mobile homes. Maybe you're getting more to the transportation level of size where now you're moving them from point A to point B, filling in empty paths for mobile home park owners, removing old units, maybe demolish them and bring in a newer one, different, again, and it keeps on adding, or simply being a third party connection. Not so much of a wholesaler, just a connection. You get paid referral fees, you get paid for your time kind of thing. You simply know where there's a deal. You don't want to put it on a contract. You don't want to get any of that. Look, Mr. Mobile Home Investor, I know where there's deals. Pay me a flat rate of this. I'll go get the numbers for you and you can do all the work. There you go. I would take them. Always. I could always use leads and I could always use further assistance. So if anybody's doing that, definitely reach out to me. But again, those are just options. So I hope this helps. Exit strategies. But again, do your homework. Know your numbers. What are your numbers? Lot rents, rent the rates, ARVs. What is ARV? After repair values. What is somebody who has already rehabbed a mobile home selling it in this park that you may want to invest? What is the last one that sold in the last 30, 60, 90, 120 days? You need to know this because only then you know. And as soon as you can figure that out, you know which exit strategies you can use accordingly in the park. Hope it helps. Visit me at garciamhu.com. Email me directly if you want coaching, j@garciamhu.com. Until next time, thank you for watching.